What's up, fellas? So I had a loyal patron supporter ask me a very good question. He wanted to know what qualities would I look for in a woman as far as a baby mama. Now, this is a very good question, simply of the fact that if you red pill, we've pretty much accepted the fact we're never getting married and probably never get in a relationship unless we go purple pill. So if you red pill, and you want to leave a legacy, at some point you probably just gonna bite the bullet and say, you know what? I just fucking pay the child support if it comes to that, and you just accept that part of it. Because a lot of you guys, your paternal instincts are gonna kick in, and you're gonna want to have kids. So I thought this was, and let me speak on this too as purple pill guys. Even if you purple pill, this is important because, as we know, nothing lasts forever. So just because the girl is sweet right now, you need to know the qualities that should be in her just in case things go bad. You just can't say, well, hey, this ain't shit I got to worry about. I ain't worried about no baby mom. I'm going to get married. All this other bullshit. I'm in a long-term relationship. Guys, listen. That same girl you cuddled up with right now, 2 years from now, y'all goddamn be at each other's neck. I'm going to tell you that right now. So don't sit here and think just because everything lovey-dovey right now, you never know what the future holds. So you want to look for these type of qualities. I haven't decided what I'm going to do as far as this go. 10 years from now, who knows? I don't know. As of right now, I really don't plan on having no kids, but you never know. I might just say, you know what, man? I'm 50 years old. I need a little AMS Junior. Who knows? I hate when guys try to dictate how they going to feel 10 years from now. Y'all want to know something I heard a long time ago? If you want to hear God laugh, tell him your plans. That's what if you want to hear God laugh, tell him your fucking plans. And it's exactly true. I always said back when I was in New York, I said, if somebody would have came to me when I was 27 and said, 10 years from now, you'll be living in New York, I would have said, how the fuck is that even possible? Like, what the hell is going to take me to New York? See, you just never know what going to come into your life, how things change. You just fucking never know, guys. I mean, it is crazy. 10 years from now, I might be living in Costa Rica. I don't fucking know. I don't plan on doing it now, but you just never know what the fuck comes in your life. Maybe you meet a good friend and he's like, hey, I got this great business opportunity for you, but you got to move to Costa Rica, but it's going to pay you $5 million a year, and you're going to do radio over there. Right now, I can't even fathom that, but you just never know. Okay, guys? So even if you don't plan on having kids right now, 10, 20 years from now, man, you just don't never know what life's gonna take you. I mean, you might be the fucking commissioner of the NBA. Who the fuck knows, man? Who the fuck knows? But anyway, number one quality, guys, how petty is she? Is she an vindictive bitch? And guys, for all you guys say, how am I supposed to know this? Simple, guys. How do she give you the silent treatment when y'all disagree or something? Like, do she pout? Do she carry it on? Like, usually when you're dealing with a sane fucking woman, y'all have a disagreement, maybe things are a little cold for 30 minutes or an hour. But an hour, y'all put the shit behind y'all and y'all move the fuck on. Not when you get with a fucking vindictive, petty ass woman. Here it is, a whole week later, she's still walking her ass around soaking over that shit. Now, you say, well, what the hell does that got to do with anything, AMS? Simple, guys. What the hell you think she gonna do when you go out here and get another woman? So you got a kid by or 2 kids by. Here it is 2 years later. Now you done moved on, got another girl. Let's just say you purple pill, you engaged, you posting on Instagram. Here her little petty ass go with all that bullshit. Well, he trying to keep you from your kid and all this other bullshit. All this type of shit. So you don't want to be dealing with that. So if you're dealing with a woman who gives you the silent treatment now and all that, you think it's going to get better? You think it's going to get better with kids? It's going to get worse. It's going to get personified. Do you guys get that? It is going to get amplified when you get with her and have kids and move on with your life. She's going to get petty as fucking fuck. And this is when women who are vindictive, they try to keep you from your fucking kids. Do y'all guys understand that? So you don't know what happens? Guys who get with petty women, vindictive women, what they do is they stay in bad relationships because they know that's coming. So when you see, y'all guys got male friends who got wives or living girlfriends and kids and all this other shit. What you'll see they do is they'll stay in a relationship simply the fact that they know this woman gonna cause them trouble with, as far as seeing their kids if they break up. So they'll stay in there. You wanna be dealing with some shit like that? Just so you can see your kids, because you know she gonna be doing all type of shit to prevent you from seeing your kids. Okay, guys, so you need to pay attention to that. She walk around soaking and shit now for 2 weeks of shit because you want to go to this restaurant and she wanted to go to that restaurant, and you said, well, hey, we went to the spot you went to last time. We going to the spot I went to this time. And now she mad, upset for 2 weeks because of that bullshit, or she don't want to have sex with you because of that bullshit. You think it's going to get better? With kids, it's going to get fucking worse, guys. Next, number 2, self-sufficient. Guys, as y'all guys might know, the court system goes in the woman's favor if you have kids. Most of us know that. So it's a good chance if y'all break up, she gonna have the kids, right? And if we red pill, we never in a relationship to begin with, so we in an open type relationship type thing, and so you already dating other women and stuff. So all that don't even matter. But for purple pill guys, or anybody really, I told you guys I don't deal with broke bitches, but the reason why her being self-sufficient is important is because she'll expect you to do more than even what the court system say. Let's hypothetically say she put you on child support. She'll expect you to do more. Also, guys, the kids are going to take after her. Since they're going to be living with her, they're going to take after her. If she's a lazy bitch, they're going to be a lazy bitch. Do y'all guys understand that? Got a lot to do with it. It also goes to that victim mentality, what I was telling you guys about. You start to get this victim mentality, this dependent mentality, where you always, cause since this way, see, any of y'all guys who didn't grow up in the hood and shit like this, you might don't know this. What people who got the victim mentality that grew up in the hood, what they do is they sit around, they try to plot out more ways they can get more money out the government. That's what they do. And guess what that does to your kids? This is what they do. Okay, guys, now we know people come out of those situations and shit like that. I came out of a situation like that and things changed. But a lot of people, this shit is ingrained in your head. This dependency, this dependent mentality. I don't want my kids with this fucking dependent mentality. And if they see the mama sitting around on Section 8, well, guess what? I'm gonna ride the system too. Okay, guys? So you don't want to deal with that. And let's hypothetically say she's not on food stamps, welfare, and all this shit. Let's say she do got a job, right? But she get help from men. Well, what she's teaching your daughter is, this is men are tricks. This is what I'm talking about. She's teaching my daughter that men are good for providing for you. I wouldn't want my daughter to be like that. I would want my daughter to be self-sufficient. What your son will see is, oh, she is grooming him to be a beta male provider, because what he's going to see is he's going to see other guys paying mama bills, helping mama out with the bills, and he's going to start to think that this is the way it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to be a provider. So then he starts to get the mindset that I'm only worth what I make. I'm not worth nothing if I'm not making anything. So he starts to, his self-worth is dependent on what his net worth is. I wouldn't want my son to feel like, okay, if I'm worth $1,000, I ain't worth shit. But if I'm worth $1 million, I'm worth something. Fuck that. Fuck that. But if you got a self-sufficient woman in the household and that's who he's seeing, that's what he's gonna take after. So mama got me in providing for her, so that's what my job is. I'm supposed to be a beta male provider. I'm supposed to help women out. So what does this do? This groom him that I'm a lower value than a female. Because that's what he see. I wouldn't want my son to see that. I would, if it's me, because I don't want my son to be a beta male provider. Guys, a lot of you guys don't understand why you have this beta male provider mindset. What you have been groomed to think is, I'm less than a woman, and so I have to compensate her financially. That's what, whether it's on TV or whether it's with your daddy. But that's what you've been groomed. That's how you was taught. I'm less than a female, so I have to take care of her in order for her to love me. You got that from somewhere. Somewhere you was taught that, or you saw it. Next, she can't be jumping in and out of relationships, guys. Now this goes to the point of, a lot of you guys don't know this. There's a lot of fucking sexual predators out there, man. There's a lot of guys out there that will get, let me tell y'all guys something. There's guys out there will get in a relationship with an unattractive mom because she got a hot daughter, a hot teenage daughter at the fucking house. Oh, you ain't gotta be a teenager. These fucking creeps, shit, you could be 8. I'm dead ass serious, guys. So if you dealing with a woman that's gonna be jumping in, I don't care about her dating other guys. There's a lot of women that date a lot of guys, but they don't bring around the kids. When you jumping in and out of relationship, that means you got a whole bunch of guys coming around my kids. That's a problem. It also will teach my daughter that it's okay to be going from dude to dude to dude to dude. I wouldn't want my daughter to grow up like that. And it would also teach my son, well, I guess she'll be doing a favor for my son. She'll be teaching him that women ain't shit and sluts. So I guess in that aspect, I guess that's good, right? He'll learn at an early age that women ain't shit. Cause that's part of my grooming, guys, seeing it. All right, some of my training came from seeing females in my family and shit, how they were and shit, how they was creeping around on the dudes they were talking to and shit. So a lot of my female nature experience came from then. Okay, guys, but I wouldn't want a woman, and you could simply ask her this, guys. Just simply ask her, when you date her, when was her last relationship? If she says a year ago or something like that, then you probably know she doesn't jump in and out of relationships. If you talking to a woman, you ask her when her last relationship and stuff like that, and she said, and that's only a question that will come up, guys, if you in this mindset. Okay, that's not something I even ask a girl, because I'm just trying to fuck. But I'm talking about if I was specifically saying, okay, I'm ready to have a child, that question would come up. I wouldn't ask that question to a normal girl. When the last relationship? I don't give a fuck, bitch. I don't give a fuck. You in a relationship now? What the hell I give a fuck? But if you're in the mindset of looking for a baby mama, that is definitely a question that needs to come up. All right, and the last one, guys, would be her feminine energy. So this is important. All right, so let me talk about this. As y'all guys might know, when a woman is in her masculine energy, when a woman's in her masculine energy, she acts bitchy. Okay? The reason why she acts bitchy, guys, is because you have women are emotional, and you have the masculine energy, which provides aggression. That's not a good combination. Now, understand where I'm taking this from. My kids are going to take out her energy. So let's say I got a son, right? The reason why a lot of men are the way they act, emotional, you combine that emotion with testosterone, you're going to have an aggressive person. So when women do it, right? When women are in their masculine energy, which means she has acting emotional and aggressive. This means that if she go to the drive-thru and she get cold fries, or her fries ain't as warm as she want them, she spouts off, bitch, crazy. Because you got emotional with masculine energy. So she's aggressive while being emotional. Men, we're masculine, so we're aggressive, but we're logical. And so by being logical, I would say cold fries is not worth me cussing out this drive-thru worker for cold fries, because I'm logical. Women have that aggressiveness when they're in their masculine energy, combined with emotional, not thinking logical. So I need to cuss her out because she gave me cold fries. If you got a son, right, this is when they're overly violent, when they're acting, when they're carrying their feminine energy, because even though they're acting emotional, they still got the aggressive testosterone in them. So they're acting emotional. That means they let everything move them off center. Everything moves me off center, but I'm still aggressive. This is why you have violence in the black neighborhood predominantly, because you have the aggressiveness with the emotional. That's not good. And you damn sure don't want the female acting like that. So I would want a woman that's high in her feminine energy, because the kids are going to take after her. If she's acting masculine, which means that she's masculine, which means she's aggressive with emotionally unstable, which means that she sprouts out about any little thing that twerks her, that gets on her nerves. We men, we have the same shit, but we're aggressive. If somebody do something to us, we're logical. We say, hey, that's not worthy of a response. But with the masculine energy, you say, hey, I feel threatened by this guy. He looks like he's coming to cause harm to me or my family. I'm gonna defend myself. That's the aggressiveness. But you only act like that when it's worthy of it. When you get women that act masculine with aggressiveness, every fucking little thing they snapping. So I don't want my kids to be around that because they gonna take after that. A lot of you guys right now, you're emotional and you're in your feminine energy. You have the aggressive gene, but not in your emotional. So every little thing you all emotional and shit because you took after the fucking woman. All right, guys. So you will want to make sure she's a feminine woman, very feminine woman, not someone who's acting bitchy and emotional all the time and shit like that. It's not a good combination, guys. I don't want my son, every little thing that irks him or get on his nerve, he feel like he need to react. And your daughter either. All right, your daughter too, guys. All right, guys. So those are the qualities I will look for in a baby mama. I'll get back with you guys later. What's up, fellas? So I had a loyal supporter, patron supporter that asked me, do women fall in love differently? Basically, he was asking me, is uncertainty a definite thing you need for a woman to fall in love? Because he got a friend that validates a girl, and on top of that, he acts goofy. Okay, so let me break down the uncertainty part first. Guys, sometimes you don't have to provide the uncertainty. The uncertainty is already there. Sometimes, let's say it like this, right? Let's say a girl knows the options you have. She's in the girls' locker room, or she's at work and she hear all the girls in the break room talking about you and, oh, he's so fine, he's so fine. The uncertainty is already there. She sees your options. So when a woman already knows your options, the uncertainty is already there because she sees the options. Okay, so y'all guys got to understand that you don't always have to be Drake or Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, this is going to be a situational alpha, by the way, guys. Okay, this is going to be a situational alpha, but sometimes if a woman is in a situation, say like at school or a job, or she know of you and she hears girls like all the girls like you the ladies' man, or a lot of women like you, the uncertainty is already there because she sees your options. So that alone, your options provide uncertainty. Now, a lot of times we have to provide uncertainty to show a woman our options, but sometimes if a woman already sees your options, the uncertainty is already there. It usually works the other way around. We provide uncertainty to show a woman our options, but sometimes your options provide the uncertainty. Do y'all guys understand that? So in an aspect like that, when a woman knows you have options, you don't gotta pull back, do none of that bullshit. You can tell her literally every day she's beautiful, and she won't think it's weakness or coming from scarcity or none of that, because bitch, you see what it is. Shit, you know what time it is. You don't see all these options. You don't see all these girls throwing pussy my way. Shit. So you can get away with more if she knows your options. Okay? A lot of times also, guys, if a woman just finds you for whatever reason, you just her perfect physical attraction type, right? And we all have had those girls where you just do it for whatever reason. Whether, I don't care what you look like, for whatever reason, she just finds you the most gorgeous thing walking the earth, right? Even if she don't see the options, it's in her head that this motherfucker is just beautiful. Okay, guys, that I know he must have options. Even if she don't see it, if she just finds you so physically attractive, she'll just think it. If she just finds you so physically attractive, that even without seeing the options, she just assumes that you have a lot of options. Okay, until you start, they say you validate her, right? But let's just say you start going overboard. All right, you just a little validation here and there, guys. I'm not there, so I don't know the exact situation. But I tell you guys to feed women scraps all the fucking time. When you probably around her, he's feeding her scraps, and the other time she probably don't know if she's going or coming. The other time he probably don't even answer the phone half the time when he's not around him. But when he's around, he probably feed her scraps. He probably is a classic manipulator. Well, when he's around her, he's telling her all these sweet things. Oh, baby, you know I miss you. I want that. And then the other half the time, she spent half the time chasing behind the motherfucker. That actually causes a woman to actually fall in love more because you playing with her emotions. You tell her one thing, but you do totally the opposite. If any of y'all guys, I don't want you, like I tell you guys, just be high value and don't indulge in all the bullshit. But if you really want a woman to fall in love with you, that is a classic way to get her to fall in love with you. You say one thing, but do another. That poor little woman don't want to know if she going or coming. Okay? And as far as the goofy thing, so let me explain something to y'all guys, right? Let's hypothetically say I'm in the hood, right? And I act goofy. But let's say I shot a couple people in the hood, but I'm goofy. Y'all think people gonna test me? See, the respect is already there. If you have the respect, you can get away with a lot more shit. You get what I'm saying? So if you then shot a couple of people or beat a couple of people's ass, let's just not even say shot. Let's just say I beat their ass fight in the hood. You think anybody want to fuck with me? Even if I'm acting goofy? You see what I'm saying? Actions outweigh the way you carry yourself. You could have a masculine frame, but if people test you and you don't stand up for yourself, well then they just gonna eat you alive. On the other hand, you can act goofy, but when people test you, you stand up for yourself, well it kills the goofiness. You see what I'm saying? Actions are always gonna outbeat masculine frame. So a goofy guy that would check you if you test him is gonna always get more respect than a guy that walks around with a masculine frame but ain't gonna bust a fucking grape. He just walk around with a motherfucking masculine frame, but whenever somebody tests him, he don't stand up to the fucking test. So what fucking good does the masculine frame do if you don't never stand up for yourself? The guy who's goofy is gonna get more respect because they know he's goofy, but if you test him, he will check your ass. And that's the same way this goes with your woman. Now, in a different way. If a woman respects you and she has high attraction, the masculine frame, I want you guys to be masculine men just to be masculine men, but I'm just speaking on this case right here, right? She obviously respects him and has a high attraction. Y'all guys, so if you ask me what I think of this situation right here, I think the guy, when he's a classic player, he is it sounds to me like he could be a dating coach because she's so uncertain of where she stands with him that even when he's goofy around her, she still respects him because he provides so much uncertainty. So either he probably got the status to do that or probably his actions. You probably see the good side when he's with her, but what's probably going on there is when he's not with her, she probably can barely get a hold of him. I guarantee you, he sounds like the classic player. This is the classic player. This is how guys was back in the day. Masculine frame, I want you guys to be masculine, just be masculine men. But the masculine frame is about confidence and all the other shit, and you ain't being no dancing monkey and entertain the motherfucker and shit like that right there. But if he's being goofy around her, he can get away with it because the respect is already there. So, and for any of y'all guys wondering what I'm talking about, let's say a girl you was with, let's say you broke up, let's say y'all broke up, but you went no contact. A month later, she called you back, hey, I want to get back together, and you ask her, hey, how you gonna make this up to me? When she come back, you can act goofy. You don't earn her respect. Now, I don't want you guys to act goofy, right? I don't want, because what's going to end up happening is she's probably going to test a lot. So being masculine prevents, being in your masculine frame, besides it just being in your masculine energy, it prevents some tests. Not all tests, it prevents some. But if she already know that when she act up, you ain't going to pursue her, You ain't gotta act masculine because she already know what's gonna happen. She's not. She got you have her respect. That's more important than acting masculine. Well, let me ask you guys this: what's the point of me acting masculine, right? And then when she act up, I don't do nothing. I don't leave. I stay. So I'm sitting around acting masculine. I'm acting masculine, but when the bitch act up, I don't do shit. I'm still here. What that do? She gonna respect the guy that's able to walk away more that acts goofy opposed to the masculine dude who he's masculine, but he don't do shit. He's still here taking this bullshit. She gonna respect the goofy guy that walks away more. Do y'all guys understand that? And I still hold firm to this to the day I die. Ain't nobody ever gonna change my mind on this. Masculine men over goofy men, you can get more out of women sexually. That's what I. When you are goofy, now when you got her respect, yeah. If you got her respect, and the only way you get a woman's 100% respect is y'all broke up and she had to come back, and you ask her what you gonna do, how you gonna make this up to me. In that aspect, yeah, she still will probably do everything you say because you have her respect. But respect is always gonna beat masculine frame every time. You can be walking down the street juggling oranges, goofing in a motherfucker in a Bozo the Clown suit. If motherfuckers know you don't play, motherfuckers know you don't play. And you had this other motherfucker walking down the street looking like Terminator 2, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Terminator 2, all masculine and swole all up and shit. But yet when people test him, he don't do shit. That motherfucker juggling oranges, that motherfucker know get a reaction out of. If they cross the line and disrespect him or test him, he gonna get more respect than this motherfucker acting masculine. And the same thing goes with women. If you done walked away from a woman, you could be as goofy as you want to and she's still gonna respect you because at the end of the day, she know actions mean more than masculine frame. At the end of the day, y'all guys want masculine frame to do everything. You want masculine frame to provide you respect in your neighborhood or with your coworkers or with your classmates. You want masculine frame to do everything. Actions respect is always gonna beat masculine frame. Every fucking time. Okay, guys? I still want you guys to be masculine men. It's just being in the right energy, guys. It's how you guys supposed to carry yourself. But respect is always gonna be that. If this dude has the respect of his girl, he can he can validate her. Which, in my opinion, if you ask me what I think he's feeding the scraps. I absolutely believe he's feeding the scraps. But yes, guys, women fall in love the same fucking way. They only fall in love with men they perceive as alpha males. That's the only way they fall. So she thinks he's higher value than she is. That's the only way I see it. Women do not fall in love with beta male providers because you are less than them. They'll love you, right? They'll love you just because, hell, if I gave you a fucking a fucking monkey to hold for 2 years, if you hold him, you'll start to love the motherfucker. He's stinking, he smell like shit. When you had the motherfucker so long, you started, man, where that little monkey at? You started to love the little funky motherfucker, right? That's the same way it is when a woman's with a beta male provider. She'll start to care something about you. She ain't gonna love you. She'll care something about you just because, you're around all the time. You can't help but to care something about the motherfucker, all right? And she mostly care about what you provide. But if you put anybody around anything long enough, they'll care something about it, okay? But women only fall in love with men they perceive as alpha males, men that they perceive as higher value than them. All right, and with women, when I say high value, I'm not talking about financial. I'm talking about as far as in the sexual market value place. And it's all gonna be individual. It's all gonna be individual. What's to that woman? Okay, guys, that's the only way a woman fall in love. Period. And whether you validate, whether you act goofy, if you got the respect or you got the status, and remember what I said, guys, the status don't mean that you the fucking quarterback of the football team. It can simply just means all the girls at your school talk about you and she sees that girls like you. All right, it ain't even got to be that she sees every girl want you. Maybe she knows a handful of girls that want you. She knows your options. Maybe you so fucking gorgeous to her that she perceives you as an alpha male. It's a lot of scenarios in that. In that situation, guys, if you have her respect, yes, you can get away with a lot more. I would tell you that. You can always get away with a lot more when you have respect. Y'all guys know what I'm talking about. All of us know that little goofy guy at our school or something, but he don't fucking play around. He kind of playful, but nobody test him because you know he'll stand up for himself. But he kind of playful, he kind of irritating, but nobody fucks with him. And he never is masculine because he has respect. All right, guys. I'll get back with you guys later.